Let us talk on mental health. Mental health. What is it? Mental health is our ability to respond to the challenges that life throws at us. We can have all sorts of mental struggles about money, work, relationships, family, health, or just life in general. Good mental health is our ability to function, to bounce back from these struggles and to be able to move forward. Being able to deal with the worries of everyday life helps us build resilience, which is another way of saying good mental health. Resilience can help us when our problems seem overwhelming. Without it, our mental health could spiral out of control, changing the way we feel, think and behave. It could mean being worried or afraid all of the time, feeling numb or like nothing matters or losing touch with what is real. When this happens, it can take some time to get back on track. At these times, it's important to reach out for help, whether it's through friends, family or mental health professionals. Finding the right support can help us get back to feeling ourselves. Sometimes, though, professional advice is needed. But where do you find that? We all know that physical health is important and is something we need to look after so that we can stay fit and well. With mental health, it's the same. We all need to take care of our mind so that we can think and feel the way we want to, and have a more enjoyable future. Mental health is about looking after our thoughts, feelings and emotions so that we are well enough to cope with everyday life and feel content with our relationships, our abilities and our potential. It can seem more difficult to look after our mental health than our physical health, and some people think you can never feel better if you have a mental health problem. But that's not true. If you have a physical health problem, like an injury or illness, it's possible to get better and feel well again. And it's the same with mental health. You just need to talk to the right people and ask for help. Sometimes the stresses of life can affect our mental health, and we don't feel we can contribute, at work or in our community, the way we want to. It's okay. Everyone can have a bad day or feel bad for much longer periods of time. There are lots of things about life and work that can affect our mental health. You may feel unwell because of stress at work, or maybe you are feeling low after losing someone you love. A traumatic event, a physical injury or taking drugs can also affect your mental health. You might feel anxious or low or just want to hide away. If you're having a bad day, Able Futures could help you get support to deal with the mental health problems that you're struggling with. Contact mental health expert who will listen to what you are feeling and thinking, give you advice and information, and help you do what you need to do to feel better, so that you can have more good days. You can't tell how someone feels just by looking at them or what
Try
they
to
are.
understand this by a story of Kavita. I'm always worrying about doing well at school, and with the end of year test coming up, I'm not sure how much longer I can cope. My thoughts swarm around my head, sometimes keeping me up all night. Some days it's just all too much and I feel like I'm lost in space. When I did badly on one of my tests, I just about kept it together until I got home. Then I broke down crying in front of my mum. She listened for a bit, and then she told me that just like physical health, we all have mental health. It's our feelings, our thinking, our emotions and our moods. She then said that feeling down, anger and stressed is a normal part of life, just like it's normal to feel happy, confident and carefree sometimes. We all have positive and negative emotions that come and go based on what's happening around us. These are everyday feelings. Good mental health means experiencing negative emotions. It's not always about being happy. Mom can relate to the feelings of stress. So when Mom suggested I take a break from everything and do something I enjoy, I actually took her advice. So I made myself a hot chocolate, snuggled off in a duvet, watched a film, and you know what? Afterwards, I felt so much better. Mom should take her own advice. Most of us only ever share the good things. We don't like to share how we really feel. Every morning when I wake up, negative thoughts stream through my head. Getting out of bed and pretending I'm okay takes all the energy I have. As the day goes on, the negative thoughts turn from a stream into a river. The water rushes through my head so loudly it's hard to concentrate in lessons. And some days it's so bad it feels like a waterfall that's trying to pull me over the edge. Everything is so overwhelming. I didn't think my friends would understand if I told them how down I was feeling. But when Kavita opened up to me about how stressed she was feeling, I told her I wasn't sure how to bring up how I'd been feeling. So I started by saying that I didn't feel like myself. Just her listening made me feel like she understood. She told me some things that had helped her, so I tried them too, but it didn't make much of a difference. Even when I tried to be around my friends, I felt alone. The things I used to enjoy weren't fun anymore. Was really worried about Arun and not sure what to do. He was quiet and wasn't hanging out with us like he used to. So I asked our head of year for some advice. He suggested I get Arun to speak to him since his negative feelings weren't going away. He said that sometimes we have overwhelming feelings that can be more intense than our everyday feelings. These feelings hang around for a long time and change the way we feel, think and behave. They can stop us doing what we want to in life. That's what I was going through. He also said that if we're physically unwell, we let people know we ask for help. It should be no different with mental health. Sometimes our overwhelming feelings are brought on because of things in our life. Sometimes they happen for no reason at all. After hearing this, I felt much less alone, and it felt good to talk. Scientists have found exercise can help when you're feeling low. So a head of year encouraged me to sign up to the school football club, which Arti was already in. I still have days when the river is there, but now I'm beginning to understand my mental health. I'm learning how to cope. Our head of year reminded me that my friends, family, teachers and lots of others at school are there to help. Just as much as he is. I had no idea the people around me could so understand. And while it's not always easy to talk about my mental health, the person I'm talking to might be able to help. If you don't feel like talking, that's fine. You could try writing sports, reading art, music, playing with your pet, whatever makes you feel better. If you're the person someone talks to when they're struggling, just listen with no pressure or judgment. You don't have to have the answer. If you feel unsure about anything, you can speak to a trusted adult. Talking about mental health doesn't have to be difficult. After all,